Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and we'll be presenting our group assignment, Performance Loan Equipment. Before we start, I will be introduce our team members. Firstly is Umar Arshad Sufyan bin Muhammad Amin, Muhammad Haziq bin Muhammad Hafizi, myself Farwa Hida binti Abdul Aziz. Next team members Nurul Afiqah binti Radwan and Nur Arisha binti Jamaluddin. For the first question, I will explain how I calculate this question. I calculate this question by using COUNTIF in Excel. The total show the number of failure is 54. Performance Loan Equipment PLE has conducted more test functional performance using 100 observation with 30 sample of their mobile equipment. Based on the 3,000 attempts they have made, 54 were recorded failed to function while the rest passed the mobile test functional performance successfully.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Umar Arshad Sufyan bin Muhammad Amin and I'm from JBA2523A and today I'll be doing question number 2. So, Datin Firuza Ismi has provided you with prices for PLE product for the past 5 years and the data is as stated above. Now she wants us to create a new worksheet in the database to compute gross revenue by month and region as well as worldwide totals for each product using the data in mower unit sales and tractor unit sales. From here, we can use the calculation for gross revenue formula, which is where gross revenue equal total sales volume times the product prices. And each region stated are the North America, South America, Europe, China, and the Pacific Rim. And this is after my calculation using Excel, whereby the red table is the mower sales data and the blue table is the tractor sales data. And from this calculation that I have done, we can find that the tractor sales total gross revenue is higher than that of the mower sales total gross revenue over the span of 5 years. And for the tractor gross revenue, you can see that the highest sales recorded are in June of 2019 with the gross revenue worldwide of 17,008,800 in value. And the region that contributed the most are North America with a total gross revenue of 9,460,000 in June 2019 also. And in 2019, they also paved their way through the China tractor market, which adds to their high gross revenue in 2019. The lowest gross revenue, however, falls in January of 2015 because of low sales worldwide and they have not entered the China tractor market yet. Thus, the lowest gross revenue recorded was 5,174 million worldwide. And as for their mower product, the highest gross revenue they ever produced over the span of 5 years was 2,295,580 in June 2019. The region that contributed the most is North America with a value of 1,943,700. The China region contributed the least with 21,470 of total gross revenue because they started selling into the China mower market in the second quarter of 2019. From the calculated data, we can also see that a pattern where each year in the middle of the year, the gross revenue would be the highest. Now, this may be due to the summer season in each region, which is usually the season where grass grows taller and more robust and causes the consumer to buy our mower and tractor product. The least is during the winter times because in some region grass does not grow as fast or doesn't grow at all and our product are not needed by them. That's all from me. I'll pass on to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is JBA2555. I'm from JBA2523A. I will transform this data, which are dealer satisfaction, end user satisfaction, complaints, mobile unit sales, and one-time delivery. Firstly, look at the database of dealer satisfaction. This graph shows the summary of dealer satisfaction from 2015 to 2019. It is a survey scale from 0 to 5 based on the dealer satisfaction from North America, South America, Europe, Pacific Rim, and China. Each of them has a different sample size with the different years starting from 2015 until 2019. There are many ways to interpret the data into charts. In my case, I'm using a recommended chart in the microspexel. From the chart, we can see that in each continent, every year dealer satisfaction is increasing. The highest sample size is from North America in 2019, while the least is from China. Moving on to end user satisfaction, this graph shows the summary of end user satisfaction from 2015 to 2019. End user satisfaction is the consumer that use the product to fulfill their purposes on buying the products. Quality, price, and how to implement the product influence the end user satisfaction. For each year, the end user in North America has always get the highest on the performance of lawn equipment on scale of 5 compared to South America, Europe, Pacific Rim, and China. While the lowest chart on scale of 5 is China, therefore, we can conclude that the end user in North America are satisfied with the lawn equipment because in 2019, there are 49 users scaled to 5, which nearly half of the sample size. This graph shows the summary of complaints from 2015 to 2019. 4 complaints were recorded in the database. There is an up and down trend in the chart of the complaints from North America, and the highest complaints were recorded in 2019, which is 1,743 complaints, which is acceptable since they have high end user. Besides Europe and South America, there is an increment in complaints. However, from 2015 to 2018, the complaints in Pacific Rim are increasing, but in 2019, the complaints dropped from 151 to 130 complaints. Meanwhile, the complaints from China from 2017 to 2019 are increasing. Next, this graph shows the summary of mower unit sales from 2015 to 2019. Based on the graph, the highest total of mower unit sales each year are from North America, which is 452,540, and the second highest is from Europe with 68,940 units sold. Even though Europe is the second highest for mower unit sales, we can see the sales are decreasing, referring to the chart compared to South America and Pacific Rim, which have increment of the sales. Meanwhile, the sales of mower have only started in China in 2019 with 113 unit sales. Lastly, based on the chart above, we can see that the business performance on the delivery service of the lawn equipment is moderate because we are unable to fulfill the number of deliveries on time, meaning that the products that we send are not received on time by the consumer because there is a slight difference between the sum of number of deliveries and the sum number on time.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Afiqah binti Radwan. My metric number is 2021464666 and I will be explaining on the question number 4. From the data I have prepared, which is the descriptive statistical summary for the 2014 customer survey data, includes the quality, ease of use, price, and service. Mean is the measure of central tendency of data set if it does not have outlier value. Other than that, it is also used to compare different data sets. The mean for quality is 4.395
Ease of use is 4.165, price is 3.67, and the service is 4.14. The highest mean of all is mean for quality. The median for quality is 5, while for ease of use, price, and service are all 4. Furthermore, all of the mode has the same value as median. The standard deviation for quality is 0.763, ease of use is 0.782, price is 1.0662, and service is 0.891, which means the highest value of standard deviation is price. Meanwhile, the coefficient of skewness for quality is negative 1.493, ease of use is negative 1.319, and price is negative 0.741, and service is negative 1.140. This shows that the value of skewness are smaller than 0.5, which indicates comparatively symmetry, and also the number are negative, which also indicates the left skewed distribution. Furthermore, the kurtosis for the quality is 3.195, ease of use is 3.240, price is 0.018, and service is 1.422. Based on the number of the kurtosies in quality and ease of use, it shows that the number are higher than 3, which indicates that the data are more concentrated around mean, while the number of kurtosies of price and service are lower than 3, which indicates that the data are widely spread around mean. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Arisha binti Jamaluddin, 2021454068, and I'm going to present question 6. So the questions mention that DFI wants to use regression analysis to assist her in evaluating the data of employee retention. So as you can see, this was retrieved from the Excel using data analysis regression on employee retention data. According to the data retrieved from the table, the standard error at intercept is 4.504, which is less than 10, indicating that the data is clustered. For the confidence interval of intercept, years education, and college GPA does include a 0, thus beta 0 and beta 1 are not statistically different from 0. However, for age, their data does not include a 0, therefore both beta 0 and beta 1 are statistically different from 0. For the t-test, according to the table, the p-values for the intercept, years of education, and college GPA are 0.547, 0.581, and 0.569 respectively, indicating that they are all greater than the significance level of 0.05. As a result, we conclude that the coefficients are statistically equal to 0, which means we cannot reject the null hypothesis. Nevertheless, the p-value for age is 0.038, which is less than the significance threshold of 0.05. So we can conclude that the coefficients are not statistically equal to 0, thus rejecting the null hypothesis. For the f-test, the p-value for the f-test is 0.115, which is greater than the significance limit of 0.05. We cannot reject the null hypothesis, which indicates that years of education, college GPA, and age have no statistical effect on years PLE. For the R-squared, based on the employee retention data, the R-squared value is 0.1502, indicating that about 15% of the variance in year PLE can be explained by years of education, college GPA, and age. The remaining 85% is caused by other factors. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farahida binti Abdulaziz, and these are an infographic that we have done together. To summarize, PLE conducted MOA tests using 1,000 observations with 30 samples. Based on the 3,000 attempts they made, 54 recorded as the number of failure for the MOA test, while the remaining had passed the MOA test. This showed that only 54 of the MOA test machines had failed the performance test. Meanwhile, the rest, 2,946, tested to be working perfectly. For the past 5 years, the gross revenue by month and region as well as worldwide total in MOA unit sales is 96,594,120. Based on the question 2, we can see that the Tabor North America was the highest with the 79,677,500, and the lowest MOA units is from China with 21,470. Therefore, gross revenue by month and region as well as worldwide total in tractor unit sales is 570,880,750. The highest and lowest are also from the same country, with North America as the highest and China as the lowest. We hope that each of the report and analysis that we have completed will assist Datin Fazura Ismi in improving her industry and transforming it into a better organization. That's all from me. Thank you.